Namaste everyone, this is Shrikant Rangal, and in this video I'm going to explain this new attendance monitoring system that I have created. So right here in this folder 2020-21 even semester, we have 3 folders. Each folder will be shared to the respective class in charge, and the class in charge in turn will share each file to the respective faculty member. Now you may see here that each faculty who is handling a particular subject will get one file for himself or herself. And there is this one file called consolidated file, created one for each semester, which will collect data from all these files and create consolidated attendance here. So I will divide this video into 3 parts. In the first part, I'm going to just explain what each faculty has to do for recording the data for attendance. In the second part, I'm going to talk about what will be the responsibilities of each class in charge. And finally, I will try to explain all the tools that I was able to create for attendance monitoring that will give us a good idea about the kind of problems students might be facing, which in turn will help us to properly guide the students when we are calling them. So let's proceed. Let me take my own subject, kinematics of machines. And this here is the attendance file which I have downloaded from Microsoft Teams after my class. Since I don't have MS Office installed on my system, I have uploaded it to Google Drive, and from here by double clicking I can open it. If you have MS Office installed on your system, you can open it using MS Excel, and the same will be appearing here. On Google Drive there is one more step you have to do. You have to open it with Google Sheets. So when opened, this is how the sheet will appear. So I just have to click anywhere, press Ctrl A, Ctrl C for copy, and then I should go back to my file. In this file, first I should go to the tab called 1, and the first 3 columns A, B, C I have to select and delete. And before pasting it, I just have to click in A1 cell, press Ctrl and Shift together and press V when while the Ctrl and Shift are pressed. So this will copy the 3 columns that I have copied from this file right into this particular file, the first tab. Now as soon as this data is copied and pasted here, it will generate the presence and absence list, also the percentage time for which each student is present or absent. It will also provide us in this third column the number of times students is logged in and logged out. So we'll just be using these 2 columns for our purpose. So first this column will go into our attendance registers. So click anywhere, once again press Ctrl A, Ctrl C for copy, and press attendance. So we have now come to the attendance page. Double click here, enter the date for which the class is scheduled. Here we have to enter 1 because 1 class is being scheduled. You can put the topic covered over here, whatever topic was covered during that class, and then we have to click here on the first student. Once again we have to keep Ctrl and Shift pressed, and while these buttons are pressed we have to press the third button, that is V. So this will paste whatever data we copied from this file here into this file. So the advantage of pressing Ctrl and Shift is that it will not copy the formatting along with the data. Fine. So that is why we have to press Ctrl Shift and then press V. If we are unable to do this, there is an alternate method, that is right click on the first cell, go to special and paste values only. This will also do the same. But if we just do Ctrl V or direct paste, there is a chance that along with the data the formatting will also get pasted, and that will be creating problems in future. Now that the register has been completed, the next task is to get the data for attendance monitoring. So this data will be used by mentors. So once again click here in the second column, press Ctrl A, press Ctrl C for copying it. Now this data will not go into attendance register, it will go to this particular file. Now each of the faculty file is containing this link to the respective consolidated file, which each faculty can obtain from here. You just have to click on this And then when this file opens here along with the preview, you can just click here. That will open the consolidated file. Now right here in the first tab, you can see all the consolidated data collected from the registers of each of the faculties. So we have to go to the first week, the number 1 week. This is where we have to go, and you can see here for each day, depending on number of periods, columns have been created. So each of the faculty member has to choose wherever in whichever period his class falls, and he has to choose the subject name, and in this first cell he has to again copy paste the thing which was copied from here. So it is already copied for me. So I'm just going to press Ctrl Shift and press V. So you can see that data about the percentage time presence of each of the students is now getting copied here. Now this same way for each day, all the faculty members have to copy paste this data over here. The average of this will get automatically collected here, and over the 1 week when all the data is collected, the average values we can note here. And so all this I had already demonstrated using the teaser video, which is under 1 minute, and hope that you have understood it with that as well. Next, let me talk about the responsibilities of class in charge. Now class in charge has to put the subjects here. So class in charge has to take up the timetable, and depending on what subjects are there in particular slot, he may fill this in. So once all these are filled, the respective faculty members can put the attendance related data below. And when 1 week is over, that data will be getting collected here, and the average values will be coming out here. So these average values the mentors can use to make calls to the students in case a particular student is not attending the class regularly. Now it will be the responsibility of the class in charge to create the similar sheet for the next week. So it's not very complicated. All we have to do is just right click on this, create a duplicate, and change the number of that duplicate to something, let's say 3. The second week also has been created, so it will go for the third week. We can see this is starting at 26th, the week is ending at 1st, then here the week is starting on 3rd and ending at 8th. So the third week will have to start in the next part, that is 10. So 10 is where it will start, and then we just have to drag it all the way to the last, and you can see all the dates for that particular week will be created over here. Then we just have to remove all this data. All this data we'll have to remove, and we'll have to provide the fresh attendance. Fine. If the timetable is same, then we don't even have to remove the subjects. The subjects will again remain the same. So the faculties just have to copy paste the data for that next week into this particular tab. So we can continue creating as many tabs as there are weeks in our particular semester. And data from these tabs will be used to create analysis of the attendance, and the results of these analysis the mentors can use to guide the students accordingly. Now coming to the third part, and here I'm just going to explain what are the tools I have created and what kind of analysis is done by this file, and how the results of this analysis can be used for monitoring the students and mentoring them accordingly. So this particular part is where we have copy pasted, and these 3 columns is generated. This you have already seen. Apart from these, there are graphs here which show us here the present versus absence. So we have chosen 30% of presence time for each student for him to be eligible to be present, which means if a student is present for less than 30% of the class time, he'll be marked as absent. So this particular graph shows us how many students are eligible to be present and how many students are absent. So it gives us the number within the graph and also the percentage here on the side. The second graph here is showing us the present time versus total time. Fine. So although here not all the students will be eligible, if the students are attending less than 30% of the class, they'll be marked absent. So that's what is shown here. Whereas here, this one takes into account the time for which all the students are present. So the difference between these two graphs will let us know that a lot of students are not present for the whole class. And if the faculty is finding this to be true, then he or she can take proper steps to make sure that the students who are attending are present for the whole class. Thirdly, at the bottom here, this one is what is showing the overall attendance of the students. Overall attendance system is already generated over here. So the number of classes present for each student and the percentage of attendance is presented here. So this data has been used by this particular graph, and it shows what percentage of students are present in what category of the attendance. You can see here 0 attendance. That means these many students have not even started attending the class. 25 to 65% attendance. So 11 students are in between this range. There are 20 members whose attendance is 75 and above, but they're not 100%. So 100% students have been put into this category. So there are 13 students who have 100% attendance. So this graph is generated for each subject separately. And looking at this graph along with these two, I think the subject teacher will have a good idea about how his or her classes are being attended by the students. Moving further, this is where the less than 50% presence, the students who are present for less than 50% of the class, those numbers are coming. Now, even though the presence of 30% is enough to be marked as 1, we might want to take a look at students who are less than 50% presence. And so the percentage time for which the students are present, as well as whether they are marked present or absent, have been presented. And here you can see there are 3 students who are present for less than 30% of the time. So the faculty can just copy these numbers and directly put them into WhatsApp. So paste it into the WhatsApp and attach some message like. So this will give students heads up that they are being marked absent because their percentage time present to the class is less than what is required, and they can take care not to do this mistake again. So after this data that we copy pasted into the WhatsApp, let's go ahead to this one. So this data I have created to find out if the students are facing problems with internet or some other things. In fact, the primary reason for me creating this analysis was that some students complained that they were being removed by some other students. So I just wanted to ensure that those who are being removed continue to attend the class. And if we are finding that the number of logins by the students are more than 4 to 5 times and that percentage of attendance that they are having is still less than what is required for being present, we may get in touch with that particular student and try to find out what their problem is. Finally, coming to this last analysis, this one is meant to be used in between. So a faculty may give the students some problem to solve, and while the students are solving it, he or she can download the attendance and create this analysis. So what this analysis tells us is whether the student is having less than this much percent of attendance, overall attendance. And student who is having less than that percentage of attendance, if he or she is present, then his name will pop up at the beginning itself. So because that particular student is present for the class, we may call out his or her name in the class itself and try to find out what the problem is that the student is facing. So all these kind of analysis is present in each of the faculty's file. Now this data will not be accessible to all the mentors, and the faculty themselves would have to do this in order to improve the overall attendance of the student. Next, let us discuss what are the tools available in the consolidated file that we can use to monitor the attendance of students. The first, of course, is the consolidated attendance of each of the students. So the attendance data from registers of all the faculty members is getting collected, and we are getting the total classes attended and the percentage of classes that the students has is present. And along with this, I'm also taking the average of each day's time presence of each student. So for example, for 26/4, for this particular date, this average has been taken as the average of all these classes. Fine. So the average of all these classes is appearing over here. Similarly, the average of this day will appear here, this day will appear here, and so on. So this analysis can be used by the respective mentors to get in touch with the students if their attendance is low, and also if they are attending less time of each of the classes. The next tool I'm going to talk about is for the class in charge. So this is where the links to each of the subjects course file is available, and the course file itself is having the attendance, the detailed attendance of each of the students. So from this single page, the class in charge will be able to see or will be able to access all the files of all the subjects. The class in charge will also be able to see what is the last date for which the attendance was entered, and also what is the average attendance of all the students in that particular subject up till that particular day. So if the class in charge is finding that a particular subject has not been updated for a long period of time, he may get in touch with that particular faculty and try to know what the problem is. Also, if the overall attendance of a particular subject is very much low compared to any other subject, the same may be informed to respective mentors, and the mentors can in turn get in touch with the students. Okay, the next tool I would like to talk about is this graph tool, and for this generating this graph, I have randomly allotted the attendance for a few students. The first student you can see is having average attendance of 76. The second is having 63, 72, 83, and 92. So these are the different categories of students, and let us see how we can analyze this using this particular chart. So in the beginning, of course, there is this hall ticket number, and okay, let me choose the first number here. The first number is of course this 42, and then here I will choose the second number. So you can see the difference between this graph. The second student is consistently maintaining a lower attendance compared to the first one, whereas the first one is not very consistent. He is attending a few classes more in number, a few classes very less in number, and this is the graphic way of showing which student is attending what classes during what time of the day, probably because they are in the same order as the time from morning till evening, and the same cycle repeats over a period of time. So the faculty who is doing this mentoring, he may choose any two students, one who is very much regular and the other to which we are giving a call because he is not regular. So during particular days, we can just find out when the attendance of the student is very, very low, and we the same can be informed to the student, write in exact percentages as well, so that the student cannot just tell a lie that he is actually attending the classes and we are probably not taking care of it. So providing the exact percentages and the days and times when the student is present or absent will actually make the student alert, and also he will start attending classes more carefully because he will know that whatever he is doing is being monitored very closely by the mentors. Okay, that's it for this video. These are all the tools that I have created. I've explained them in different places in the three parts. Whichever part you want to know more about, you can just directly shift to that part of the video. The links to different parts of the videos have been given in the description below. And if you feel that this data can be analyzed in a slightly different way by using the formula or something, you can just let us know in the comments or directly getting in touch with us, and we will try as much as possible to create that kind of analysis and provide you the result so that we can keep improving this monitoring system. And by analyzing all the inputs, we will be able to do our monitoring much better and guide the students in much better way. There are two advantages of this. One is that the students will not be able to fool us into thinking that he is actually attending class, but his presence is not being monitored. The second thing is when most of the students, the majority of the students, when they start attending the classes more regularly, we can concentrate, we can focus on the next thing, whether the students are actually understanding the classes, to what extent the students are actually understanding the classes. So there are of course a lot of tools which we can be used to find out whether the students are actually understanding the classes and all. This we'll be doing in probably the next phase. So that's it for this phase, and let us know in the comments what you like, what you don't like, what this system that we have right now can be improved in any way and all. Thank you for all. Thank you for watching this video. My name is Srikanth Angal once again. Goodbye.